to welcome you to the first CHS presidential debate.
I'm your host, Megan Kelly, alongside Anderson Cooper. Tonight, candidates will lay out their visions for the school, take questions from the crowd, and give closing statements. The audience is encouraged to remain quiet, except for right now, as we welcome our presidential candidates, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
How are you, Donald?
Welcome to both of you. For our first question, why are you a better candidate for the future of Chatham High School? Secretary Clinton, you won the coin toss, so you will answer first.
Well, thank you, Anderson, and thanks to Chatham High School for welcoming us. And thanks for all of the hard-working Chathamites that made this possible. The central question in this election is, what kind of school do we want to be? Today is my granddaughter's 2nd birthday, so I think about this a lot.
Wrong.
Mr. Trump, now is not your time to speak.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Megan.
Secretary Clinton, please continue.
I want us to invest in you. I want us to invest in more TV production classes so we can make new episodes of The Pulse. I hope for a better future for our school.
Mr. Trump, your response.
Thank you, Anderson. Look, students are pouring in to our TV production classes. In the first year of The Pulse, there were 12 students. Now there are so many. There are so many, folks. There are so many. We are going to build a great, beautiful wall between the L Wing and the rest of the school, and we will make The Pulse great again. Believe me.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Secretary Clinton, there is proof that you deleted 33,000 clips from the video pro folder while under investigation, even though some clips were marked confidential and could have put the answers to the video production test at risk. How can you justify this?
Well, Anderson, I have apologized for that, but let's focus on the central issues. As I was saying before, today is my granddaughter's 2nd birthday, and planning a party takes a lot of work and a lot of video clips. You know, Bill and I were putting together a video montage, just like I have for decades, and if they did come from the Henderson folder, I do apologize, but I think at this point, what does it matter? Everybody has moved on.
Not me, Hillary.
Well, Donald,
okay?
it's well documented that you have a hard time letting go of feuds.
Crooked Hillary.
Okay, please calm down.
Okay, Madam Secretary, you didn't answer that question at all, but let's open the discussion up to the crowd. We will now take a question from Mr. Ken Bone, a local undecided voter.
What steps will you take to keep CHS environmentally friendly without having to inconvenience students with double-sided paper?
Mr. Trump?
Ken, thank you, Edison. Well, Ken, that's a great question. I would maybe lose a sweater, okay? But that's such a great question. Look, I know great people, unbelievable people, who print on both sides of the paper. Very important. This is very important. So I think something has to be done with the paper. The paper is so important, but we have to be careful. This paper's coming in, and it's giving paper cuts. We have to figure out what's going on. And if I'm elected, I will stop it big league, let me tell you. And Hillary should be ashamed. She should do the American people justice and upload all of her deleted video clips to the Henderson folder, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Secretary Clinton, your response.
You know, as I was saying, I put together my granddaughter's birthday
Here we go
party,
again.
and that takes a lot of paper. You can see more at hillaryclinton.com. The fact checkers will be checking away on the interweb, but the central issue is not video clips or building a wall between the L Wing and the rest of school, but making sure all Americans have enough paper, whether it be planning a birthday party like Stacy from Columbus, Ohio, or like my father. He ran a company. He had to spend long hours laying out, rolling, and pressing papers on the table, and I remember as a young girl watching him work so hard. The lesson of business is something I took into my own life, helping out my own favorite small business called Goldman Sachs. So paper is incredibly important to our school and this country.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. We're going to take one last question from a CHS student in the crowd.
So, I like Starbucks. Is there any chance we can get a Starbucks kiosk in the cafeteria?
Mr. Trump.
Thank you, Megan. You're not still mad at me, right? We love you, Megan. We love you. Well, we have a tremendous coffee problem in our cafeteria. We have weak coffee. We can't have weak coffee. I hear all these people saying they want Starbucks, but let me tell you, Trump coffee is the world's greatest coffee. Far more luxurious. Trump coffee is far more luxurious, and I will tell you, Nobody makes coffee better than Trump. Believe me, nobody makes coffee better than me, okay?
Wow, Donald, I hashtag can't even. Like, can I be you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, get me some Starbucks. I love my pumpkin spice machado or whatever you call it on the Insta chat. But let's talk about the real issue here. I brought Starbucks to my granddaughter's 2nd birthday party. So we need to make sure every child has a chance to have Starbucks, especially at Chatham High School.
Thanks to you both. That concludes our debate this evening.
If you really want to vote, Election Day is November 8th. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey, Mr. Trump. Great job tonight.
What did you just call me?
Mr. Trump. I thought you did a great job, Mr. Trump. Is everything okay?
Come on, Hill. Snap out of it. Answer me. Why do people think that I'm you? Why do people think that I'm you?
I think you know.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. How could anyone possibly confuse you and me?
I don't know.
You got it.
No.
Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years.
Because we're the same person?
Correct.
I don't understand.
You were looking for a way to change your political career. You could not do this on your own. All the ways you wish you could be, that's me. I talk like you want to talk. I'm smart, capable, and most importantly, I'm free in all the ways you're not.
This is impossible. This is crazy.
People do it every day. They talk to themselves. They see themselves as they'd like to be. They don't have the courage that you do.
I live in New York, she lives in New York, and I've known her and her husband for years, and I really like them both a lot. But I think you'll be looking at the record of Hillary Clinton, and how did she do as Secretary of State? Probably above and beyond everybody else and everything else.
But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Hillary, I have to warn you, you transferred the clips without researching their socio-economic backgrounds.
Bernie, look at me. Everything's gonna be okay. Trust me, everything's gonna be okay.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground.
That is a very strange time.